Welcome to the True Core Crew podcast, where we discuss everything health and fitness, giving you the tools and tips to not only build, but live your best life, body, mind, and spirit. Thanks for joining us. All right, well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone out there that is watching currently or listening on the recorded version later on. My name is Shannon Logan, and I'm the owner of TrueCore in Annapolis, and I'm here with my wonderful client success manager, Miss Aline Wetzel. Hi, Aline.
Good morning. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. How are you today?
I'm good. And yourself?
Good. Huh?
Are you good?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm here with you.
Yay.
So when people think of a gym membership, oftentimes two things come to mind. A is cost, and am I going to go enough to make it worth the money that I spend? TrueCore, our gym, our home away from home is not the cheapest place on the planet. And we like to make sure that our staff is paid well, but our clients also get the best experience possible. And so we kind of have our own niche when it comes to that. But a lot of people don't realize that they're actually saving money if they're attending, 12 to 21 classes a month, and they might be having extra money go in their pocket that they're not aware of. So we're just going to walk through a couple ways that happens and help me remember how being active, healthy, and fit is putting extra cash in my pocket. So, Aline, what's the first thing that you think of when it comes to a benefit from a cost standpoint of being a member of TrueCore?
I feel like exercising, CrossFit, whatever it is that you choose to do, assists with your mental health. But what it truly does, it helps with your mental clarity. It's better overall. There have been studies showing that exercises improves cognitive abilities. A sharper mind gives the professional ability to think through projects, helps the entrepreneur develop new ideas, even create new lines of revenue. They're able to think clearer. They're able to come up with better ideas, and who's not benefiting from that, but everybody,
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's a great point when it comes to like just everything mental health or clarity, like you mentioned, for sure. We know that exercise has been shown to have a direct correlation with depression and anxiety, like you said. So it's mental health for sure. I find for me personally, I'm a perfect test subject that backs up research in terms of when I'm exercising regularly after I work out, I'm actually much more productive with work than I was beforehand, or if I don't. I seem to be able to focus more. I seem to have less distractions in terms of I tune in more to what I'm up to. I'm more productive. I get more done in a shorter amount of time. And it doesn't feel as overwhelming, like the task that I have on my plate.
Right. Doesn't feel as much like work. You're
right.
You're enjoying it more.
Yeah, and I can get through things faster.
Absolutely.
I can get through things faster. And I think
productivity.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
More productivity.
More, exactly. And I think part of that too is like, it feels like the quote unquote hard part of my day is done with, got through that workout. Oh, I can tackle this now.
Absolutely.
For sure. So that's the first way, mental acuity and mental health. Also, it increases immunity and energy both. So people that tend to work out regularly are more productive at work, like we just said. But then they also tend to get sick a little less as well. So when you're constantly in a standpoint where you're working against stressors externally, right? Weights, burpees, running, and that's part of a weekly process for you, you're actually going to build up your immune system. So it's stronger. It can fight off more.
Mm-hmm.
A cold that might last, 6 days for Jane Smith might just last 2 or 3 for you. And as a result, it's also been shown that people that work out often get sick less and miss less work. So if you think about if you have 10 sick days a year and you take 8 of them, that's a full week of work plus one. Actually, it's almost 2 full weeks of work that you can miss on opportunities that might come up, and advancement that someone might make, all that kind of stuff. So by being sick less, you can do a better job and be at work more if you choose to, right? Because work is obviously not all the end all and be all. But a study in the Journal of Labor and Research found that men that actually work out regularly make 6% more than men that do not. So that's pretty substantial. I mean, like, let's put that on a cost standpoint. So let's say someone makes 100 grand, which is a lot of money, but I'm just saying that for math purposes. An average man that's making 100 grand, the study that came out is going to show that they'll make 106 versus that 100 even. I mean, you could take that extra 6% and go on a really nice vacation.
Absolutely.
Down somewhere tropical, maybe, all inclusive. What's even more impressive, and you and I will appreciate this, is the same studies showed that women who work out regularly make 10% more. That's a chunk of change. like if someone's making 100K a year, now they're making 110, possibly, right? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Study shows 10 extra K a year. I mean,
I would not turn that down.
I mean, who would turn that down, right? Childcare is expensive. You can go to childcare. You can go to vacation. If you're into swag gear, that's a lot of swag gear. It's a lot of pair of nano Reebok nanos. You know what I mean?
A lot of barbells.
No. A ton of barbells. You've got 2 of them right now. 3 is a perfect trifecta. So you never know. So less missed time at work and you make more. Somewhere if you're a dude, about 6% more. And if you're a lady like myself, 10% more. That's pretty substantial.
Awesome.
All right. So what's another thought? So we've got
rolling over from what you just said, if you're sick less, your medical bills will be less. Basically, your health overall will be better. You won't necessarily be responsible for taking additional medications because you are taking care of your health proactively through exercise and fitness. There have been studies of statins and metformin medications, and they're pretty hefty. And you don't, if you're not sick, you don't need them. So, if you're cutting out the co-pays for medications, that's more money in your pocket for whatever it is you want to spend your money on, as opposed to what you have to do to maintain your seemingly health situation.
Yeah. I mean, and that's on both fronts, both physical and mental, right?
Absolutely.
We've had quite a few people. I mean, I can think of at least 10 off the top of my head, clients at TrueCore that when they start, they're on blood pressure medication. I've had a lot of people on anxiety meds, antidepressants. And as they work with us 3+ months, they get off of all of those things. I even have a client that I'm working with remotely, and he's been put in the work for 6 months and he got off a bunch of meds that he had been on.
Love that.
Huge. Blood pressure, cholesterol. I had a client that took Xanax, and that ran her somewhere between like $60 and $85 a month. And she's off it now, which is fantastic.
That's amazing.
Right? Yeah. So that talks a lot about how she feels inside, but that's also another copay. I think on that was around $40 a month that she was paying, she said. So that's $40 a month in her pocket that she can, go out and get a nice meal with her significant other if they choose, or again, like maybe just a date night or a new pair of Nano Reeboks. You never know. Speaking of swag gear, what's a fourth way that people might save money?
Oh, clothes.
Clothes.
Yeah, clothes in general. I mean, our shoe sizes pretty much maintain the same size. So once you buy those, you're pretty good. But like if you are exercising regularly, you're able to maintain the wardrobe that you have in your closet. From what I understand, average adults gain about 2 pounds a year from their 20s to their 50s. So a lot of people have like 3 sets of clothes in their closet, what they're currently wearing, and maybe a set or 2 that's a little smaller that they get back into. We see that our clients are consistent and establish good nutritional patterns. They drop clothing sizes and they're able to get back into that set of clothing that is the smaller size. And then you won't be buying bigger clothes if you're able to maintain. May have to spend a little money on some smaller ones. But if you keep working out and maintaining, hopefully they'll fit forever.
For sure. And I've known clients on the flip end that like will not go out and buy new clothes, right?
They're determined to get back into the other ones.
But they just feel really uncomfortable. So they're wearing they're got clothes that are too small, but they don't want to spend money buying them, but they feel like crap every time they put them on. It's a vicious cycle.
Yes,
and then they go back for the brownies because they feel like crap. And then here we are. But yeah, like, and it's also interesting. I've also had those clients like you talk about that have between 2 or 3 sizes of clothes because they don't trust themselves to drop the weight and stay down. But they don't want to get rid of their clothes because it's almost like if I get rid of it, then I'm kind of giving up. Yep. And they don't want to do that either. So yeah, like between belts, pants, especially, sometimes ladies, bra sizes, all that kind of stuff. So if you're not having to buy extra clothes, not only does that put more money in your pocket, but that's normally a actual tangible piece of evidence that we have to say like, hey, I feel better about myself. I feel healthier, that kind of great stuff.
Which though, just to go back to the beginning of our list, you just said the vicious cycle of, oh, I don't feel good in my clothes. I'm not exercising. Let me eat more brownies. Like mental health, as much as, we say, oh, it's all about our physical health. It really isn't. Like when you're exercising, you're taking good care of yourself, your mental health just follows along with it. It's so very important because you don't have those thoughts like, oh my gosh, I don't feel good because I'm not exercising. When you are exercising, you know that you're making a conscious effort for your physical health. And in the back burner, it's totally helping your mental health.
That's a positive.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm just was going back to that initial point about the mental clarity and so forth.
It's the opposite of a vicious.
Yes. The positive cycle.
Positive cycle.
The positive merry-go-round.
Positive merry-go-round. And then the last one I wanted to kind of go over today, mention is fast food costs. So sometimes people don't think about this one often, is that research shows that 70% of Americans eat fast food 3 times a week. Okay. So you think about that. That's if you have 21 meals a week, 3 does not seem like much, but an average meal costs people around $12. So 12 times 3, you're looking at $36 to $40, depending on what it is. That's per week. So $40 on fast food a week. We'll have to apply that by 4, $160 a month. And that's for, I should be able to do this math, but I can't. That is if you only eat 14% of your meals out, right? 3 per week, which a lot of people will do at least that, if not more.
Right. Absolutely.
So if you were to kind of plan ahead, do a little bit of shopping, help with some meal plans and meal prep, get some advice from us with like how we can help you and get into all of that, you could save somewhere between, let's say, $40 a week or so,
Mhm.
you're looking at like over $900 a year. Actually over $1,000 a year
Yeah.
on just takeout. What is one of the tricks we do with our clients when it comes to fast food costs and quality of food?
Oh, take an assessment, look back on the past month's bank account and add up every time that you ate out to see how much you actually spent within that last month. And the clients that we have recommended that do that are dumbfounded. They are like baffled at the amount because as you're doing it gradually, you're not really thinking about the total cost. But if you look
Right.
at it from the whole month standpoint and
Mhm.
get that figure, it's hundreds of dollars. Like, holy crap, I did not realize.
Absolutely.
You're
Yeah,
spending
that's
it in increments, sporadic.
exactly. It's a trick, right? Like we'll have
Mhm.
people go back and like you said, just for the whole month. And I'm not just talking like Burger King. I'm talking like Chick-fil-A. I'm talking Wawa. I'm talking
Chipotle,
Chipotle.
pizzas.
Hey, I'm down for food. Some pizza. Pizza gets a void on my
It's a necessary
Yeah.
evil. But still, like you
Starbucks though, like how often
oh,
we run it in to
yeah,
get a coffee, but then you grab, a pre-made meal there or a yogurt and a cheese stick or yogurt and an apple or something. And that
yeah.
stuff at Starbucks is much more expensive than if you had bought it at Safeway the day before.
Oh, yeah. You could probably buy a whole pack of cheese sticks for one cheese stick at Starbucks.
So like we'll have them add them up the whole month. And sometimes
Mhm.
they just don't have time to meal prep, right? And they're like, I can't, I need something at work at lunchtime, but I'm too caught up in kids' sports on the weekends. And so I'll have them add up that whole month of fast food takeout or just takeout in general,
Mhm.
and then cut it in half and take half their budget and do like a meal company with. So that it's my husband taking my dog. Sorry about that, y'all. I don't know if you saw that.
It was a ghost.
Um,
It was a ghost.
So if they take half their budget for what they would have had for fast food and do some kind of a quality meal delivery company, and we have 3 that we work with that I can help out if people want to know a couple good ones, then they're like, oh my gosh, like I thought these meals were expensive and I haven't done them as a result, but I'm really just paying more for that quick drive-through, and
Yep.
I didn't realize it. So that's a tip too. Take half your fast food budget and apply it to a quality meal delivery service. Reach out to us if you want to know a couple. I have 3 that I work with. One is nationally based. A second is like 2/3 of the country from the East Coast all the way out to the Midwest. And then the third I work with is local for Virginia, DC, and Maryland. But that's money in your pocket too, right?
Mhm.
$1,000 a year at least. Well, that's some good tips. So just to review real quick to recap, 5 ways that sticking with TrueCore, working with TrueCore, joining TrueCore will actually save you money: mental clarity and mental health, increased immunity and energy. We talked about healthcare savings with those copays and those drugs that some people have to take, fast food takeout costs, and reduction in how much you have to spend to buy new clothes. Some good pointers. What do you think, Aline? Things to add before we close out today?
I think we had a lot of good pointers here. I think they're very helpful and very much helpful information that we've provided. And of course, we're available if you have any other questions or concerns about what we talked about today.
Yes, for sure. Join our free Facebook group, Annapolis Health, Fitness, Nutrition, and Mindset. We give a ton of great tools in there. I think in the past month, I've given out 6 recipes a week. So that's like 25 easy recipes to cook per week we have in there. I put them out every Sunday. We've got ebooks in there for at-home workouts, stress and sleep guides, all kinds of stuff, not to mention fantastic support that we're all kind of just trying to live our best life. I'll drop a link to it below in the chat here, but you can also just look it up on Facebook, Annapolis Health, Fitness, Nutrition, and Mindset. If you guys want to contact us to chat more or learn more, you can check out truecorecoaching.com. Email me at shannon@truecorecoaching.com and Aline at coaching.com. That is ALINE. And send your requests. We would love to chat with you guys, hear how we can help you out. And until next time, Aline, keep living your best life, my friend.
You as well. Thank you.
And I'll see you on the flip side.
At the gym. No. We see everybody at the gym.
See you all at the gym.
Thanks so much for joining us today. Interested in learning more? Join our free Facebook group, Annapolis Health, Fitness, Nutrition, and Mindset, where we give out resources every week and even have live trainings on helping you live your best life. Hope to see you there.